Welcome back, everybody, to third world in the Plants vs. Zombies 2 saga. And yes, I'm continuing this series, regardless if people watch it or not. I have fun playing it, so this is exactly what I'm going to do, right? Also, people said they wanted it mixed up, and then when I mix it up, nobody shows up. Oh well. I enjoy this game. I'm going to post about it, or at least until I'm done, because I might as well, right? So the gimmick for this world is essentially the minecarts. And what minecarts do is essentially you can move a plant around the lanes, essentially. So if a plant or a zombie attacks from a different lane, you can move said plant to fight that zombie. That's essentially the main point of Wild West. So with that in mind, let's roll, and honestly, I think I did a little better with recording clips this time, at least a little better than the last video. So right upon completion of the first level, you unlock sort of this backwards shooting pea shooter and forward shooting pea shooter, I guess you want to call it that. And essentially you'll sort of use that pea shooter because there are a lot of jumping zombies that can essentially jump all the way to the back and attack backwards to forwards. I'm not the biggest fan of this plant, I'm gonna be honest. Hopping forward a little bit, we move on to specialty levels. And sort of these levels are where zombies will come from a certain point and they want you to utilize the minecart mechanic. Right there you can see one of the hopping zombies, but that should be dead before, yeah, it's dead before it even gets across. That one, no, it's not gonna jump, okay. And then right there, piano zombie, a little bit annoying. The chili bean has unlocked. And the chili bean is super useful against the poncho zombie, which you'll then see in the next level. When the poncho zombie eats said chili bean, well, yeah. It's one of those insta-kill plants, which is super useful considering I am not leveling anything up. One row of minecarts for this level. And then a little bit further on, we get the pea pod. And the pea pod is actually pretty cool. Basically, what the pea pod allows us to do is stack pea shooters to a lane and just one space of usage. So essentially, it can be shooting 5 peas at once and essentially, you know, not take up too much space. All that pretty good. And right now, I believe this is just a regular old level. So again, just regular pea pod is now going to be my main plants that I utilize throughout the entirety of Wild West. I could use corn, but I try to stick with the theme of whatever plant. You'll see I vary from that a little bit, but I try. Right here we have yet another specialty level, Wild West Day 11. We're only allowed to use a certain amount of sun, so I really don't want to plant anything. Honestly, what I was thinking of doing is just utilizing this back row and just stack a pea pod onto it. So that's like 5 hits, and I just have to pay really careful attention to what is walking across the lanes and hope it's enough damage to take out the zombies. Shouldn't be too difficult, right? Yeah. Wild West Day 15, we unlock this hall nut thing, and it allows us to replant on hall nuts. Very useful for protect the endangered plants, where you can just stack hall nuts on top of one another, or a strategy I think I utilize here, or maybe I use it in the next video. You'll see one of that. Similar strategy here. There's a plant limit and also a sun limit. Now, I'm assuming this is going to be a little bit more difficult than the previous one, so I'm actually going to, you know, stockpile sun up to make sure that I have some stuff to use, but the strategy is still the same. I still plan to stack on the pea pod and commentate over it, I guess. Right about there, the only main concern I really have is that jumping zombie, because that jumping zombie, when it gets behind, I can't kill it with the pea pod, which will be mildly annoying, right? So I guess that one goes down. Yeah, that pea pod does more than enough damage. I think even if these poncho zombies have the plate, like this one has the plate right here, I think it should be enough damage to take out the plate, although that is getting awfully close. There is 5 taking, yeah, that's just barely enough. Okay, and then slide that down. 2 hits. Oh wow, it's just 2 rounds. I have to go for, I should move that to target, yeah, that one, because this zombie is going to be the main problem, but these guys are also getting very close. That's down, stack that. Okay, 1 2 1 2, and down there, plant food. I could do that again, and I probably should do that again considering it's getting a little bit concerning. I'm gonna put a winter melon down and plant food just to get that extra DPS going. Do it again, I guess. And pretty much everything's almost dead. I have to be careful about plant limit though, and not like plant any more stuff. Bottom lane is unprotected now, which is mildly inconvenient because if something walks down there, but it's pretty much just cone heads and regular zombies. Cone heads pretty much buckle after 4 hits, I think. Yeah, 4 hits. And just like that, the level is pretty much over. right? Yeah, plant food and we done. I do want to hop into a montage very quick, but right here, day 8, we get this sort of weird thingy, and what I believe we're about to do is fight the Gargantuar boss. I remember you used to be able to get keys from the Gargantuars. Really annoying now that they moved it to Zomboss. It used to be whenever you defeat the Gargantuar, you would get the key to the next world, so you technically didn't need to go all the way through. Now, it's a little bit more annoying. You have to go all the way through the world, but... And right there, Lightning Reed unlocked. Lightning Reed is one of my favorite plants to use for Wild West, but it also means we're about to fight...
It's the Chicken Man!
Yes, that. Now, the chicken zombie is pretty annoying if you don't use Lightning Reed. Essentially, when you do enough damage, the chickens will drop and run to all different lanes. They eat plants insanely fast, and... man, if I didn't have mowers, I would be dead so many times from chickens. But Lightning Reed makes your work much, much easier. Right there, you're just going to see a quick rush of clips about the Lightning Reed. Very fun to use plant. I don't know. It's cheap enough so you can use it as a main plant. And also, it does enough. Once you get one, I mean, one is okay, but like once you start stacking them, that's when real stuff comes in, right? This level was kind of cool. I got to utilize the Winter Melon. Winter Melon is very good, but it's also very, very overpriced with regard to sun cost. But it's super useful, and in the Zomboss finale, as you'll see, it'll come in real handy. It's the last plant of the world that you unlocked, so I assume that's probably, you know, something to do with it, right? But right here, Zomboss. We're about to go into the Zomboss fight, and yeah, I'm just gonna make sure the audio's on because sometimes I like to throw in Zomboss audio for the edit, so yeah, just gonna do that. Zomboss right there. I like the design. I don't remember the bowl being on it, but that's still really cool. Mic is still working. Alright, sweet. So right now, what I'm noticing immediately are these two minecarts, and what I want to put on that are Winter Melon, because Winter Melon is the strongest, and then possibly on that front one I can stack 5 there and do that. Everything else is just utter spam. Right there, now I get Winter Melon, but you know what? I want a lot of plants down right now, so I'm just gonna throw whatever. I could probably do melons, and that's cool right there. So where it'll shoot 4 rows and give you that one option to escape. I like that. If you're not paying attention, you miss it. If you are paying attention, you protect. I messed up almost there. Right there, he thinks about charging. I can't really tell if he's gonna charge or not, but already like that, approximately 1/6 of the health is gone. We're already stacking 3 up there. Chili Bean, can't really do anything with that. Zomboss is summoning more stuff. That thing is dead before it can even jump. I know that for sure. a couple more of these, but that winter melon being in that back lane, slowing everybody down, that just makes this level all the more easy. And honestly, I would probably rank this, although this is technically supposed to be where the difficulty starts ramping up since it's a 3 difficulty. But honestly, this Zumboss fight, easier than Egypt. All right, let's go to the montage. And okay, that Zumboss charge was mildly annoying, I must say. Just gonna keep knocking him down just a little bit more, almost. Okay, no, I don't want that there. I want it more further up. And just like that, even though I barely have any plants here, we're still doing a ton of damage because of those winter melons, which I should honestly move right now. Slowing everything down, it makes this level so easy because Zumboss is so slow and it just gives you more time to react. See, I even have it in ×2 speed and already I'm still surviving, I'm doing fine. And just like that, okay, plant food on the winter melon just to keep everybody nice and slow. And I still have more plant food even. Zumboss gonna do that, not really gonna do anything because everything's out of range. He's gonna charge and everything's dodged essentially in terms of minecarts. Gonna put that up there just to keep Zumboss slow. You'll notice when the slowness wears off on the winter melon, Zumboss actually becomes sort of threatening and it's kind of worrisome. But as soon as he's slow again, already easy to manage, level still in ×2 speed, and already his health continues to tick lower and lower. Another plant food there, and it should just be a little bit more before Zumboss goes down. I could plant food there, but you know what? I'm going to save it for the winter melons just to keep everybody nice and slow. Zumboss is still slow right now, so that should... Oh no, speeding up. Everybody slow down. Yeah, thinking about charging, and oh, somehow we stopped the charge. Was it because of the winter melon plant food? I have no idea, honestly. I know when you plant food stuff, it can stop a charge, but I don't know if that actually, like, works when you use a melon, because that was opposite lane melon. Keep Zumboss nice and slow, and his health pretty much should go down. I don't think he should summon a Gargantua or anything like that. Another winter melon. This should finish him off, maybe. Let's do it again, and hopefully finish Zumboss off a little bit more. Almost. One more time. Not at all. There we go. Zumboss goes down. And what world are we going to unlock next? Because I know they flipped up the order a little bit. It used to be Far Future, and wait a second. That key better not be to where I think it is. That better not be Frozen Peak. That's right. Plants vs. Zombies. Skip that. Okay. Jump ahead. What key is this? It better not be Frozen Peak. I'm going to be pretty mad if it actually is, because I hated Frozen.